Hey guys, it's Drummond. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know whenever I'm posting my next video. So today's video is going to be about the mysterious gaydar that apparently some people have and other people don't. So I wanted to talk about this because I've actually had a lot of people recently ask me if gaydar is a real thing. And honestly, I feel like to some extent it is, and to other extents it's really not. So I actually had a coworker ask me if I could help her figure out whether or not her son's gay, and I'm just like, come on. Like, when it comes to someone being gay, that is something that they have the right to come out and tell you. It's not something that you should ask someone else. As many of you guys know, I am out at work, so I am working with the HR department to kind of fix the company to where the policies also include LGBT people when it comes to the rights that are being protected. So now our policies are going to protect LGBT, women, people of different ethnic groups, and all that fun stuff. So I've definitely been working on that. So when it comes to me being at work, I'm definitely not shy about telling people that I'm part of the LGBT community. But when it comes to gaydar, I guess in some extents you can say that gaydar is a thing, because I feel like there are some things that people do or say that kind of trigger that, oh, that person might be gay. But I'll also say that I don't really believe in someone's 100% gay, someone's 100% straight. I feel like we're all on a spectrum, and this is something that I've really been looking into a lot lately. I've been reading Nico's book, which if you guys have watched some of my other videos, you saw that I was starting to read that book, which is actually really eye-opening just because he has very, very different perspectives. So he doesn't really consider himself, well, I guess they don't really consider themselves straight, gay. It's more non-binary, which is a completely different subject. I'll probably do a video at some point, but I like to do videos like that with someone who is actually a little bit more educated on that topic. So stay tuned for that. If you know anyone that's interested in doing a video with me about being non-binary, I would love to work with them. But so the gaydar thing. So when it comes to something like that, yes, there is definitely some things where you can just be like, ooh, that person just might be gay. But I feel like in the grand scheme of things, a lot of times we could be wrong, and it's never good to assume that someone's gay or assume someone's straight. I've always just been the type of person that I'm like, hey, are you gay? And I've gotten to the point where most people aren't offended by that. And honestly, I think we're getting to the point where we're moving so far forward that asking someone if they're gay or straight isn't as awkward as it could have been a couple years ago. But when it comes to gaydar, yes, there are things that kind of trigger that thought. And one thing that I've kind of noticed is kind of the way that people walk. So a lot of gay people, we have a little bit of a swing in our hips. And I was actually recording two of my friends on a hike once, and one of them was gay and one of them straight. And I actually have been using that video as a video to just kind of get people to pick which one. And I'm like, yep, you got it every single time. And I don't know what it is, but a lot of gay guys just kind of have a swing to their hips, whereas a straight guy just kind of walks forward and there's no swing. But then again, that's not a 100% determinant of whether or not someone is gay or straight. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if someone is gay or straight. I really hope that I live to see the day where people don't have to come out to their family, just because I feel like it's so awkward when it comes to the question of, are you gay or are you straight? But yeah, so when I was in college, I actually told people that I had a pretty good gaydar. So I'm pretty good at telling whether or not someone is gay, and it has a lot to do with like the eye contact. So I feel like that's exactly the same in the straight world. So if a girl is interested in a guy, the eye contact is there. So when it comes to gays, it's pretty much the same thing. If we make eye contact, and it's kind of an eye contact where you just know that this person's interested in you. One of the football players on our football team in college was actually gay, and he was still in the closet. And I told people, I was like, I'm pretty sure he's gay. And it had nothing to do with the fact that he came up to me and he was like, hey, I'm interested in you. It was really the fact that every time he kind of saw me, and I was out on campus, I was part of the freshman counseling team. When it came to announcing our majors and all that stuff, the honors professor, who was also gay, asked me if my boyfriend and I would kind of stand up and say, hey, I'm gay, just because he wanted to have some people on the team that were out, so that anyone that was freshmen in college that might need a mentor knew that they had people on our team to kind of reach out to. And honestly, we had a lot of people reach out to us, and I thought it was a really cool thing. So like I was saying, a lot of people on campus knew that I was gay, and this guy always made some intense eye contact, but we were actually at Blockbusters, so that's kind of telling you how old I am. But we were at Blockbusters getting a movie for a movie night, and he was there with his other football friends. And honestly, this isn't a sure thing either, but I'm the type of person where I kind of lift up my arm, I just stretch, and if I stretch and a little bit of stomach comes out, most of the time a guy that is gay, their eyes just get magnetized to that spot. And I mean, I'm most definitely one of those people that if someone does that, I do kind of just go. So yeah, when I was there, I ended up doing that completely by accident. It wasn't something that I did on purpose, but I was stretching, and then I looked over and his eyes were just glued to my stomach. And I was just like, okay, that's a little bit more of a sure sign. And sure enough, when he was walking out with his friends, he had the little hip swing. So I'm not saying that any of this really confirms whether or not someone is gay. So honestly, I don't believe gaydar is an actual thing, but there are definitely some people that think they're really good at hiding their sexuality, but they're really not. I know that when I was in the closet, I thought that I hid it really well. I thought that having a girlfriend kind of hid the fact that I was gay. I had a lot of people that said, you are the gayest straight person that I ever knew. So I think my Christian belief, my girlfriend, and my posters of Carrie Underwood really confused some people, but most people still kind of saw through it. I know that when I talked to my mom and sisters about it, they pretty much saw through it. Granted, there were other signs. If you guys have watched any of my other videos where I talked about coming out, I kind of talked about the things that were triggers for my family to figure out that I was gay. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you go check me out on my other social medias. Got Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. Post on those pretty regularly, and I usually do different content than what I put on YouTube. So hopefully you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.